he stepped away and came back and wanted to show me every he had in his arsenal.
Yeah.
And just making sure to like push it in my face.
Volume 2 of Terrible Customer Chronicles. Our special guest is Mr. Anthony, our service manager at Hart Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Anthony is going to tell us about his worst customer experience. Anthony, how long ago was this?
About 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And what was the reason for your call?
I was going out to address a no hot water, is what I remember.
Okay. All right. So let's just get into it, man. Tell us from the beginning, you showing up, arrival, and let's go through this story.
Definitely. I got to the house, spoke to the customer. She explained the situation, having no hot water, and walked me to the basement, showed me where everything was at. And so I started digging into everything, and I was by myself for about 15, 20 minutes. And then I heard a voice behind me. There was an individual in his late 30s, early 40s, clearly
Pretty drunk.
he was just having basic conversations in the beginning. And then he got closer and closer until the point where he was right up on me, hovering over me. I talked to him and addressed it. And then he stepped away and came back and wanted to show me every gun he had in his arsenal.
Yeah.
And just making sure to like push it in my face, like, look at this. And then he started getting into conversations about how he could hurt anybody. Nobody could match him. And clearly just fumbling over his words.
So drunk,
Not
showing his arsenal,
yes.
then talking about how he could take anybody out.
Make it clear that he was the man, right? Like he was, nobody was going to take him.
What time of day was this?
This was during the day. This was probably 10, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
yeah.
Liquored up early. All right.
Yep, never forget that. He put his stuff away, came back, and still right up on me, and then started, trying to put his arm around me and started kind of always touching my shoulder. It was definitely uncomfortable, to say the least, for sure. And so I was trying to hurry up and diagnose, just having a basic conversation of just random things. He was just all about random conversations. It was pretty funny. I tried to get out of there quickly.
Wasn't there something about a pistol he kept fiddling with?
Yep, there was. There was one that he just kept kind of, taking out, whipping around, playing with it. And that's, and I've got a lot of guns myself, and I don't like people playing around with while I'm around, just because I don't know anything. I don't know if they're loaded. I don't know if they're not. I always assume they're always going to be loaded. Not.
I don't trust anybody.
I don't either.
Even someone I completely trust, when they hand me a firearm, even if I watch them check it, I still always clear every time and make sure it's safe. Random guy you don't know, drunk, fiddling around with his gun, being touchy-feely. I can understand. You're handsome.
I was waiting for a finger in the ear. I was like, this is about.
Oh, Lord.
No.
So what ended up happening?
I ended up leaving. I cannot remember exactly what I found. I remember calling you, and I think at that point you had ended up calling the mom that we found out after, who was there, and because it was a son.
You're right.
Yes.
I did talk to his mom.
She apologized profusely for his behavior, confirmed, which we already knew that, he was a drunk, he was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And that, she was very sorry. I've been around drunk customers, but the whole touchy and handing the guns threw me off. I did not like that.
Yeah. I've been around plenty of drunk customers for after hours and weekends, but usually it's fun.
Yeah.
And a good time.
Good interaction.
And they're trying to get me to drink with them, which I'm not going to do.
Yep, exactly.
Any last additions to that story?
No, that was it. That definitely sticks out.
Okay.
For sure. I didn't like that interaction.
Thanks for joining in on Volume 2 of Terrible Customer Chronicles. Hopefully we'll get a Volume 3 up in the next week or two. Have a good one. See you, Anthony. Thank you.